In Cameroon, Francophones are always afraid of any Anglophone gathering. Thank you for this. What is the difference between the Grand Nord and the Southern Cameroon's Anglophones? Even the Grand Nord is against us. The Southern Cameroon's Anglophones call it Ambazonia. They are Francophones. We should be careful to fall in their trap. We came together as Southern Cameroons and La République du Cameroun, not as Grand Nord, Bamileke, Beti, and Anglophone. That's how cunning politicians have truncated us, divide and conquer. Even upon all his efforts of national unity, SDF was still seen as an Anglophone attempt to seize power from the center and south, and its worst phase, it was seen as a Graphi party. I prefer to stand on the Southern Cameroon's Ambazonian premises. It makes my arguments logical and have historical reasons. But since a whole lot of chop broke pot Anglophone elites discarded and betrayed Ambazonia, they now find themselves as orphans in Yaoundé streets, hoping that Biya wins so they can save their skin. Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia has to regroup to counterweigh, and when that happens, you will see Cheruma and Buba Bello running back to make coalition with Biya. You should know that the greatest Francophone fear is the gathering of Southern Cameroon's Anglophones into one solid monolithic block. As a student in Germany, I witnessed that 33 years ago, 1992. The Cameroon Students Association had about 100 members with 23 Anglophones. In the monthly meetings, the attendance was not up to 25 people. But when there was election of a new executive, we had more than 200 attendees, with Francophones doubling the numbers. The Anglophones saw that they had no chance because all documents were not written in German but in French. When something came in English, there was so much unrest in the meeting, complaints, etc., etc. So we, the Anglophones, decided to create our own Cameroon Anglophone Students Union. Wow. There was an uproar. Francophones, why should Anglophones have to create their own student union? Fourth Bannock, rest in peace, Ebeti and Patrice Jinkinya Ebamileke, who were always against each other in the meetings, teamed up as one now and started visiting Anglophone students at their homes to tell us how disappointed they were because they thought we were brothers. It's Eyong Lucas Kongo, who resides in Canada today, who told them that no, we are not brothers. We are Anglophones from former British Southern Cameroons that you guys have taken for granted. We are not brothers. Go away. Now, Francis, get this from me. Whenever Anglophones come together, it becomes a threat to Francophones. And their Beti, Bamileke, Bassa, Northeast division disappears. So they can form a monolithic group against Anglophone progress. If you can't see that, well, I wish you well. The fact that Chiruma, a mayor minister, and Buba Bello, Maigari, make a backward move is understood within the Francophone mindset as politics of interest. But if John Gute and another Anglophone minister will do same and go to Boya or Bamenda and mobilize the crowd, they will arrest him for treason and destabilization, if not terrorism. Wake up, guys. Don't bury your head in the sand. Pascal Kongso PK. Thank you very much, Ambazonians, for listening while I read that piece of article. It came from a WhatsApp group, which I happen to be a member of the WhatsApp group. And I think it's very important for me to throw light on this. Why not? Let us throw our comment, because in all honesty, Comrade Pascal Kongso PK, he has explained this thing in the simplest term. This is very clear, my dear Ambazonians. The moment you find those who call themselves Anglophones, right? First of all, if you are calling yourself an Anglophone, first of all, you already know that you have a unique identity. You have a unique identity because Camerounese people, like Republic Citizens, they'll call themselves, they cannot call themselves Francophones. They'll call themselves Cameroonians. If you get this very well, when you call yourself an Anglophone, you already accept or you acknowledge the fact that you have a unique identity. You come from the former British Southern Cameroon. Call it today Ambazonia, right? Even though some of you say, okay, blah, 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 this and that. Let's keep that aside. Each time you have a gathering between Anglophones, right? Between people of Southern Cameroons, when they come together, it becomes a threat to La République, to Camerounese. For example, what Comrade PK just said in that article is simple. Issa Chiroma Bakari took a back seat. Bello Buba Megari, they went to their so-called Grand Nord, organize rallies there, blah, 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 this and that. They are no more in the Pobia regime. The regime is A, B, C, 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 blah, blah, blah. It's no problem. It's absolutely no problem. Are you sure that if Jongute and Nalowa Lyonga today, or Jongute and Paul Tasson, are you sure that if these people, they resign from the Bias government and they go to Boya to form a coalition, to start talking to the masses, are you sure they will not get arrested? Are you sure they will not be thrown in jail for treason? Are you sure? And why not? They'll even call them terrorists. They'll call them terrorists. We have to be honest with these things. We have to be honest when we are talking, my dear Ambazonians. Social media is not just a place for you to come, you laugh, you go, you make jokes. We have to learn. We have to understand the people we are dealing with. We have to know the enemy we are dealing with. La République du Cameroon does not like you. They don't love you, neither or myself, neither us. They want our land. They want our land. They don't care anything about you. Those of you who call yourself Anglophone, look at them very well today. They are just struggling and praying that Pobia should win again. Because if Pobia doesn't win, they will be found wanting. There is nothing you hear in that so-called jungle called Anglophone. Honestly speaking, where will Atangaji run to? Where will Nalowa Lyonga run to? Paul Tasson, where will they go to? All those embezzlers, Ngala Gerard, where will they run to? They will bury their heads in the sand. There will be nowhere to be found. Ambazonians, we are a people. We are fighting a legitimate cause. La République du Cameroon, they will segregate themselves in the context of Bamileke, Nordis, Bassa, Wondo, Betty, blah, 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 this and that. Just get a simple gathering of people from Southern Cameroons coming together. The whole of La République, they find it as a threat to them. Jongute no fit ever resign today. He and Nalowa Lyonga or he and Paul Tasson, they go Boya, they go make some small party, all that kind of thing. They know they get with CPDM, blah blah blah. My brother, Jongute they go ngata the very minute. They'll go ngata the very minute. Say they'll surely calling for terrorism, for destabilization, for treason. Una go hear kind charges against you. Is this not clear evidence that we are two different people? What else do you want me to say? What else do you guys want Fabiano to say? Is it not clear evidence? We are discussing, we are learning, we are getting this information. Share it as far as you can. Those of you who think that you can stay with La République, fight against Ambazonians' right to freedom, continue. They will only use you and dump you. They will only use you and dump. They will never care about you. Need your phone to be win election now. For 1992, what did they tell you? What is Zonga me talk? No be need your phone to be win. They say they no fit get for. They no fit get for. They say better they get back for Pobia. They no fit get for. Now what can nag una skin? Anything election for Ambazonian land is banned. Shake no day, no negotiation about this. But muna really open our eye on Asian. We are two different people. People with different culture, different language, different tradition, different everything, different way of life, different lifestyle. Nasi mugande with them na lie. Shake, you know they my people. Amba na hoha. share the video as far as you can. That stick the whole of our hand so you no go ever drop for that until freedom come. Thank you.